What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 40K Cafe, and thank you, Irish Ninja, for the request. Keeping up with the theme of bounty hunters and how in the last video I dropped, I mentioned that mandrakes usually serve more as assassins. This is a great example. A mandrake that did operate as a bounty hunter. His alias was the Phantom, and he was known as Scarwall? I don't know how to say it. Nonetheless, he was a mandrake bounty hunter that you can find in the Gaunt's Ghost novel series. He would become notorious for being a part of a chaos hunting party. Serving under the warlord Enoch Inokenti, he would be tasked with eliminating very high-ranking Imperial targets. And to help him along with this task in the story, he was accompanied by a group that he would follow known as the Nine. They were all tasked with hunting down and eliminating Saint Sabbath. And before I continue, which by the way, spoilers ahead, this will be your only warning, the mandrake Scarwall would end up being hunted down and eliminated. I personally would count him as a bounty hunter because although their task was to eliminate Saint Sabbath, they also were given the option of capturing the Saint. Ultimately, they would be defeated, but I like to look at this as the fact that not all bounty hunters are just purely humans. This one was a Dark Eldar Mandrake, some of the Nine were part of a lizard race or other Xenos, and then bringing it up into a discussion on my YouTube, somebody commented about the Beastman Gore the Halfborn. This is another unique bounty hunter. Gore the Halfhorn, by looks alone, you can assume and confirm he is a Beastman. His origins are relatively unknown, but what we do know is that he does serve in Necromunda as a bounty hunter for Hive Primus. Naturally, with being a Beastman, and even taking it a step further with being a sanctioned bounty hunter Beastman, rumors will begin to swell, and some people even assume that he was part of an auxilia that was formerly disbanded. And to be honest, any of these rumors, I don't know which are true. For the longest time, I was fairly certain that he was not canon anymore. But then upon my discovery that he did have some kind of drama that was released in 2018, I want to say that he is canonical, but again, if somebody can please correct me or knows more than me, let me know in the comments below. What I really wanted to isolate in this video is the fact that bounty hunters do come in all shapes and sizes. I know that my last video, I really prioritized just talking about human bounty hunters, and although I did reference other Xenos ones, the universe is massive and it is not exclusive to just the Imperium. It's just, of course, we know which faction usually ends up getting the most attention, being the Imperium as a whole. But that doesn't stop the universe from being ever expanding with really cool tidbits of lore and different sub-factions that get attention. And both of these bounty hunters or assassins, whatever title you want to give to them, are perfect examples of this. Also, in the YouTube comment, it did mention Vandoth the Fallen. I didn't forget about him. I'm probably going to do a separate video on him. But with that, you guys should also totally go follow the YouTube. Anyways, those are just some talking points I wanted to highlight and talk about. But with that being said, thanks as always, guys, for listening, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Drop a comment if there's anything you guys want to hear about next, and as always, remember to follow for more.